guess what they're about to start doing?
Now it's just gonna be Katie's face. You know, actually, I think it would be better if I do. She's in the cone of shame. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the laces out of Ray. Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. Don't mind the cabinets behind me. They are in the middle of being sanded and repainted, so that's why there are no cabinet doors. I look like such a hot mess this morning because honestly, yesterday was a really rough day. I have been in a bit of a funk for the past week or so, and I'm trying really hard to get out of it, which is why I wanted to pick up the camera today and record. I feel like when I'm doing this, I'm talking to my online friends and it makes me feel less alone because I think what sent me into the kind of downward was after Christian left after his visit. I almost feel guilty for saying that this deployment is hard because I can go visit him. He's been able to take leave now twice to come see me. And we're like 9 months in so far. He's basically been gone since the beginning of May last year. And when you compare that to other spouses that have to deal with their significant other going overseas or doing a deployment where they truly cannot see them for 9 months to a year, yeah, I feel like I just don't have much of a right to say, oh, this deployment's really hard whenever I'm able to see him, but it's almost like the highs and the lows, like getting to see him and then him leaving or me leaving or whatever it may be, that sucks. And I get in such a rut. We're both just ready, like every time we talk or see each other, we're both just like, just ready for it to be you, me, and the dogs. No matter where we go, no matter where we are, just ready for it to be us, not apart. The apart sucks. And then also when I have to do hard things on my own, that makes it even worse. Like yesterday was a really rough day, specifically with this one, my old one. He's 10 years old and he's just not doing good. He's gone downhill so fast in his 10th year of life, and his Cushing's diagnosis, his diabetes diagnosis, he's gone completely blind. He's just not doing good. And it's gotten so much worse, so much faster than I thought. And I thought I was doing everything right by making sure he's on the right medication, changing his diet, making sure he gets exercise. I was determined whenever he got his diagnosis last year that I would do anything in my power to make sure that his last few years of life would be good. I read a lot and was told a lot by other people that once they get a Cushing's diagnosis, they really only live a couple years if you're lucky. And I was like, well, whatever time I have left with him, I want to make sure that it's good, that he feels good. My eyes are so puffy today because I cried a lot yesterday, just thinking about at what point is it selfish to keep him here versus put him down and give him peace. But then I almost feel like I'm playing God by putting him down. And then also, if he's not well, if he truly is miserable, then I'm being selfish by keeping him here. It's just such a hard line to decide where to draw. And then also, I'm like, he's only 10. So many dogs live so much longer than that. Is he still very young? But I think it just has a lot to do with his health determining his age. But I did talk to my husband on the phone last night and told him about our day, and we both just decided to let it ride, see how he feels, because I feel like 95% of the time he's good. He still eats like regular, drinks like regular, he still has pretty good energy. There are just some bad days, so I truly don't think he's miserable right now. And I do feel like if he were to be put down right now, it would be the wrong thing to do. So I guess I just need to keep following my gut. Anyways, that was so dark. But on a lighter note, I wanted to update you about the hallway bathroom. I just had to get the dog stuff off my chest, I guess. Okay, there's no lights yet, so it's a little dark. But we have walls. Walls everywhere, which is so nice. They ended up taking out all of the walls and the ceiling, and did the ceiling. They just have to cut holes for like light fixtures and fans and things. Yeah, it's looking really good. Not really sure what the next step is, but they've been rocking and rolling. On another note, Ray, my other dog, does have her bladder stone removal surgery today. I have to have her to the vet by 10 o'clock. The drop-off window was between 8 and 10, and at 10:30 he starts seeing doing his surgeries. His hours are strange. He does like walk-in window hours. He doesn't do appointments. Walk-in window hours, surgery hours, so no walk-ins, and then walk-in window hours, and then surgery pickups. So yeah, she has to be there by 10 o'clock, and she couldn't have any food or water after midnight. So before I fell asleep last night, I picked up the water bowl, and they eat twice a day. So I called my mom and asked her if she could pick up her dog's water bowl, and that way I could send Ray over to her house so I could feed Leo, because I don't want him to go hungry. My mom was like, poor thing, she can't eat all day. I was like, I know, but it's surgery, so it is what it is. But I'm just excited for all of the bladder stone stuff to be behind us, because this has been going on for like 2.5 weeks now, and although she's doing way better, I could still tell mainly the past 2 days that she's still uncomfortable. Sometimes she would kind of groan or readjust. I could just tell that she's still uncomfortable. But she finished all of her antibiotics and her pain medications, so I'm glad it's surgery day.
Guess what they're about to start doing? The French doors. I'm so excited. I am going to go ahead and take Ray to the vet. She has to be there by 10, and it's about 9:15 right now. I just didn't want to drop her off too much earlier than I had to, because she'll just be sitting in a kennel until surgery. So I'm gonna go get her from my mom's house, bring her to the vet, and also I have to get a refill on Leo's insulin and needles.
Okay. Tell me good luck. We're dropping her off now. And I should be able to pick her up at like 2 p.m. I think. I'll see. Yeah, bye-bye.
Alright, we got more needles for his insulin, his syringes. They are out of insulin right now, but they will have some, she said, before I come back this afternoon to pick up Ray. So I'll just get that then. And I opted for pain medication for her, and they're gonna give her a cone as well to keep her from licking her stitches. So I can come get her in like 5 hours. Well, never mind on the doors again. No, I can't with these doors. Sorry, there's a train going by. We are just a couple blocks away from the train tracks. The new doors that they had custom built are still too big. I don't know what's, the deal. But I'm assuming they're gonna have to order more doors, or maybe they can cut these down. I don't know. I've given up. I'm reloading Leo's syringes now. And then I think I'm gonna reload their medications for the week, because I got more. I say for the week. It's already Thursday. Y'all, I've been so off of it. I usually do this stuff on Mondays. It's like they can hit the frame and cut the frame. Oh,
Who do you think is Katie to ask carpet?
And they can't cut the brick. That was all added.
My mom has been helping paint the kitchen cabinets. So she's in there right now. My sister and I finished sanding down the cabinet doors yesterday. And my mom was painting, like, you know, the framing of the cabinets. And then my sister has a paint sprayer. She's gonna spray the cabinet doors today, and hopefully we'll have them hung back up this weekend. So I'm assuming in the next vlog, the kitchen will be completely done. I got roped in to help paint the cabinet doors, so we're gonna head outside and do that.
Oh.
It's
Hello?
recording now.
Hello.
Is this thing on? Hi.
I'm gonna use that as
Welcome
my
to our
thumbnail.
paint shop.
My thumbnail is just gonna be Katie's face.
Remember, the natural add character. Okay.
All right, and then you can.
Give it a nice little bumpy bump.
Oh, shiz. Why me? You know, actually, I think it would be better if I do this first. Cause look.
It's all horse.
Cause, huh?
Oh, okay.
Cause
See
look.
it. Yeah, and then I can just cover it up.
I need another paintbrush, I guess, because if I'm doing these, I'm going to have to...
It's better to paint the innards first.
So, pause, Mom.
Pencils down. No, ma'am, it was going off.
Alright, so they were able to spray a good amount of them after much, there was so much back and forth with using the sprayer versus painting and rolling, and she didn't have the sprayer set up properly because she never used one before. So after much research and chat GPTing, they got it working correctly. They just had to thin out the paint a little bit, and so they've been spraying and it looks really good so far. So it's gonna need 2 coats, we think. And then we can probably hang them up this weekend. Ray is ready. I called to check on her. They said she's out of surgery, and I can go get her. So I'm gonna go ahead and go pick her up. She's in the cone of shame. Baby girl. Oh, and they gave me all of her stones as a souvenir. Oh, be careful, sweetheart. I don't think I'm gonna be able to show them, but they're in this bottle. They said they got all of them out. Sit down, baby. And they said that it could be dietary. I was asking how I could prevent them in the future. They said it could be dietary. So I'm going to add some sort of urinary tract supplement or vitamin to her regimen daily, just to support her, because it won't hurt her to give her that anyways, just for that extra support. They said they've only had 2 instances before where they did surgery to remove stones and then the dogs were back in a few months later with more stones. Other than that, they're usually very successful. So hopefully this is a one and done thing, and I'll add that supplement to her food and possibly prevent this from ever happening again. They said it could also be genetics, so it's really just a gamble, but she's doing good. You ready to go home, my love? I'm just getting my steps in. It's one of those days where it's the every other day where I don't have to lift weights at the gym. I just have to do cardio, so I'm just doing steps. So I have my walking pad set for a timer of 1 hour, and I'm doing it at a speed of 3, and that should get me almost to my goal. I'm supposed to do an hour and a half, so I figure I'll do this. And then I put dinner in the crock pot, but it's not like completely done whenever it's done in the crock pot. In about an hour I need to go put the finishing touches in it, some like heavy cream, gnocchi, and then it goes for another 20 minutes, which of course that's not the dinner that I'm eating, that's the dinner for my family members. I'll just eat my meal prep. I have actually I did a really good meal prep this week. I'm proud of it. But I think I'm gonna do steak for dinner. I did some roasted like glazed carrots, and then I do a steak with a chimichurri sauce, and it's delicious. I had it night before last, and it's delicious. And then I have a couple of other things I meal prepped, but I'll finish up their crock pot dinner, and then later on I'll do my other 30 minutes on the walking pad, and then I'll shower and get ready for bed. But it's almost 4 o'clock right now. I think they've finished painting the cabinets for the day. They went ahead and cleaned out the sprayer and everything, so my sister's going to do school pickups for her kids right now, and then she has to go back to work tomorrow. She's been off work so far this week because it's Mardi Gras break down here, but the teachers have to go back to work for Friday for like a training day, and the kids are still out of school. One of my nieces is in private school, so that's who she's going to pick up now. And then my nephew is in preschool. Anyway, that was kind of a blab. So yeah, the cabinets won't be getting done tomorrow. She'll have to finish them this weekend. Ray seems to be doing good. She's just laying on my bed in her cone of shame. I had to lift her up and put her on the bed, or kind of help her, because she's not supposed to jump. She's not supposed to run. I have to take her out to the bathroom every couple of hours for the next 2 days in order to make sure her bladder doesn't fill up, because she does have stitches, and they don't want the bladder to get full. So it's gonna be a long night. The next 2 nights I'll be getting up probably every 2 hours to take her out, and she's on medication for I don't know how many days. It's 6 days. 6 days worth of medication. It's a pain reliever and an anti-inflammatory. She goes back in 2 weeks to get her abdominal stitches removed. So I'm gonna keep doing my walking for an hour, watch my show, and then I'll go deal with the crock pot. Alright, I have showered and gotten ready for bed, made myself a cup of peppermint tea, and I'm relaxing with my dogs. Ray is right up on me. Leo's doing his little nervy thing that he does. Ray's, she's doing okay. She seems fine, other than just kind of groggy, very slow. She ate her dinner. I have her cone off right now. I figure whenever I can keep an eye on her and make sure that she doesn't lick her stitches, I will take her cone off of her, and then when I'm not able to keep an eye on her, like when we go to sleep, I'll put the cone on her to make sure. But for now, I wanted to give her some freedom. And she wants to be right up on me. I'm literally on the edge of the bed. She wants to be right up on me. She's so sweet. I'm just gonna sit here, drink this tea, watch an episode of Love is Blind. They dropped the second half, or more episodes. It's not even the second half, but it's more episodes from the 10th season yesterday, and I haven't watched any, so I'm gonna watch an episode and then go to sleep, and I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning, happy Friday. I'm just outside taking my dogs out for a potty break, and then I'm gonna head to the gym. Ray is doing good. We had a good night. I mean, she's basically acting normal. Yesterday she was just a little out of it, I would say, and today she's normal. Such a pretty day. There are no clouds in the sky, and it's a little warm. It's actually kind of hot outside. We're supposed to get a cold front in a couple of days. I honestly thought we were done with cold fronts because it's the south and it's almost March. It's supposed to be like 30 degrees on Monday, which is crazy. That'll probably be our last cold front, and then it'll start getting really, really hot because in the summer it gets really, really hot. After they're done, I need to go to the gym. That's gonna take me a while, probably an hour and a half. And then I need to go to Walmart, mainly to get things to make their dog food. I have to make dog food today because I only have enough left to feed them dinner tonight, and they will need breakfast in the morning. Then basically just cleaning. My sister asked me if I would run all of her laundry through. I've already started working on that, and I mean, they have a lot of people in their family, so it's a lot of laundry, but she was like, if you'll just run it all through washer and dryer, and I'll just spend the whole evening folding it. I said, okay. So I'm dumping it all on the couch as I go, but the construction workers are not coming today, or the contractors, I don't really know what to call them, the guys that work on the house are not coming today. They'll be back on Monday. Yeah, that's pretty much all that's in store for today, so we'll get this show on the road. I have to put the phone on before I leave. Yeah. The cone of shame. I'm so sorry. I love you.
That was a very good workout. I was doing 3 weightlifting days that were different, upper body, lower body, and full body, but I just started this week doing full body all 3 days because I did the first one for probably 5 weeks, so I kind of want to switch it up.
While I was at Walmart, I picked up some Element electrolyte packets. It's been a minute since I've had electrolyte packets, and now that I'm doing more cardio, I definitely need to make sure I'm hydrated, and we're going to be heading into the summer months soon, and I get really sweaty during the summer months. He was barking on my bed because he needed help getting down. Anyway, I got a little variety pack just to start me off, and if I remember correctly, the watermelon salt was my favorite flavor. I got a mixture of watermelon, citrus, and raspberry. I remember loving all of the flavors, if I'm honest, except for like plain salt and the chocolate one. Wasn't a big fan of those, but any of the sort of citrusy flavors were the bomb. 16 to 32 ounces. Oh, you know what? My sister went to Chick-fil-A the other day and got one of their little reusable cups in hopes of winning the golden cup. I didn't even know that was a thing. You get like a mystery cup, and if you get a golden cup, you get free Chick-fil-A for a year. Well, she didn't get the golden cup, but it's a nice little reusable cup. I'm doing this as if I don't have my 40-ounce Stanley in my room. Whatever. I really need to put new batteries in my frother. Luckily, it doesn't take much to mix these up. I haven't had these in so long. I'm so excited. I love how these taste. Came with a red straw and everything. So good. I also decided to order a belly band the other day, and it came in the mail just to wear when I walk to make my midriff sweat a little bit more. Try to tone it up. I really don't know how effective these are, but waist trimmer. It's also supposed to be good for like helping your form because it keeps you straight up and down. Yeah, this is interesting. There she is. It's called Apex Up. I literally got it because it was cheap and it had good reviews. I mean, it's comfy. You can get it like as tight as you want. I'd be interested to know how you clean it. Clean. Hand wash with mild soap and water, air dry only. I was wondering because I'm like, this thing gets real sweaty and it's like cloth. How do you clean it? It's not exactly cloth though. It's almost rubbery on the inside. So I feel like it won't hold bacteria. Since waist trimmers promote sweating, drink plenty of water to stay hydrated. Every rubbery product has an odor when it's new, but will dissipate after about a week of air exposure. Yeah, I thought it was rubbery. Anyway, I'll be trying this out when I do my walks, and I shall report back. Alright, I've had me a nice body shower. Now I'm getting started on my dog's food. It takes a while, it's mainly just a lot of waiting around, but I have to boil the chicken and then cook the rice, and then basically I can put it all together after that. Alright, my chicken is done boiling, so now I just take it out, put it on the plate, and then I reserve 5 cups of the broth to cook my rice in, and then I do my rice in the same pot. Okay, my rice has 6 minutes left on its timer. I have gone ahead and opened all of my cans of pumpkin, and I also sent my green beans and boiled chicken through a food processor to make it like ground chicken and mushy green beans. So then when the rice is all done, I'll throw all of this stuff into one big pot along with the vitamins and such, and mix it all up. Okay, something I've been wanting to do for a while is wash my tennis shoes. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the laces out of all of them and throw them in the wash. These ones especially these are the ones that I was wearing whenever I was helping my sister sand down the cabinets. So they've got white sanding dust all over them, and they desperately needed to be washed anyways. These are my like everyday gym shoes. Okay, so I'm gonna put my shoelaces in a little laundry washing bag, one of those little delicates bags, and then I use a pod from this brand Rejuvenator. It's something that Christian got a long time ago, and they're really good, and it smells really good too. But these sneakers will come out squeaky clean. It's kind of incredible. So I think I'm gonna use 2 of them since I'm doing multiple pairs of shoes. Good morning, happy Saturday. I'm just in the same t-shirt I wore yesterday afternoon because I'm just going to get my steps in and then I need to take a shower. I really need to wash my hair. Update on Ray. She's doing really good, acting normal. I just have to make sure that she doesn't get into her stitches. The cone, you can see her shaved belly. Baby girl. It's hard to get the cone tight enough to where she can't squeeze out of it. She has a very narrow head, I guess. And also when it's on, it like protrudes out longer than her face. So she can't drink water out of her water bowl and she keeps bumping into stuff. And I'm supposed to be making sure she drinks as much water as she wants to. So I don't want to keep anything on her that's going to keep her from drinking water. So I'm just watching her and she listens pretty well. So if I tell her to stop, she'll stop. She's a good girl. But yeah, she's doing really well. So I'm happy about that. I just feel bad because she feels fine. So she wants to play, which involves jumping and running around, but she's not allowed to do that. So I have to tell her no. And I really hate telling her no, but I just want to make sure she heals properly. All right, I've got my walking pad set for a 90-minute timer. It'll just count it down for me and stop whenever my time is up, because according to my new full body and cardio plan, on the days that I'm not doing full body, that I'm just doing cardio, I need to walk an hour and a half to get all my steps in. And I mean, I'm not doing anything active today. I'll just be in the house cleaning and stuff, so I need to get it done on the walking pad. I've got my belly band on and I've got my electrolytes in my Stanley. I went for the citrus salt flavor today. So good. And I'm just gonna catch up on some YouTube videos and I'll check in with you guys in a bit. And pouring sweat. Yeah, definitely. Especially, I feel bad because she wants to play and stuff, but
She's trying to free herself, that's why she let her go to the store and get nothing.
ugh. It has been a minute since I've done red light therapy or my under eye mask, so I'm doing both today. I also took an everything shower, so it feels so nice. Just a little self-care. For my moisturizer, I'm mixing the e.l.f. Holy Hydration SPF and the e.l.f. Thirst Burst drops. Oh, and I'm finally gonna use my sourdough starter that I started making like 3 weeks ago. I pulled it out of the fridge today. It's been in the fridge for a little over a week, so I pulled it out of the fridge and I fed it, and it's sitting on the counter now. I'll be able to use it this evening, so I should have a fresh loaf of bread tomorrow morning. I'm gonna make a short out of that, so stay tuned for that. I think this video will actually be out before the short, but the short will be posted shortly after because it's a 2-day process. For lunch, I'm just eating one of my sweet potato taco bowls. Still a hit, still love. And then I've had plenty of water so far, so I'm gonna switch it up and drink a 7-Up zero sugar tropical flavor. These are really good, by the way. Sorry if you can hear ruckus out there. It's my nieces and my nephew. They're like building a pillow fort or something. It reminds me of when I was a child. Me and my sister used to have so much fun. Of course we fought all the time, but now we're best friends. But I don't have much going on for the rest of the day. It is the second day of my cycle. It's like the first full day, which are usually pretty rough for me. I cramp a lot the whole day. So even doing that walking, I was very proud of myself because I definitely was not feeling like doing that today, but I think I'm gonna take it pretty easy the rest of the day because of that. I'm just gonna do some laundry and stuff like that.
So I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog off here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I enjoyed taking you along as always. I have a few interesting videos planned out for the next couple of weeks that are not just daily vlogs, so I'm excited to do those. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.